Hey, Adam here with a simple and fast review of the BlackSmith brand Home Safe Box. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying. All right, so getting this out of the box, just be aware there are going to possibly be some popcorn issues, if you know what I'm talking about with the packaging. Alright, so inside you'll find your user manual, a set of keys, a couple batteries, 2 sets of AA batteries, and a USB-C charging cable. So we're going to look at the front here and walk through a couple things, but it's going to be a pretty standard safe operation where we're going to have a door here, keypad here, but we are going to have fingerprint capabilities. So we're going to kind of open it up a little bit differently. We're going to go to a different room so you can get a better angle and close up. All right, so first things first, the key operation. What you're going to do is take that out, and then you'll be able to insert your key, turn, get a full down, and be able to open it up. So that's the first time we're opening it. You will find that there's these little pads to keep it from banging around. Inside you'll also have another padded piece and then some screws. Now the screws are going to also be for a different part, but I'm going to show you that. And then inside you also have a fire bag. So let's talk about the screw capabilities. So these are anchoring screws, and as we kind of turn this thing around real quick, you'll see 4 holes in the back for you to anchor possibly, and or there's 4 holes on the bottom that you could anchor. So pick your poison, or you can do both. It's up to you and maybe a contractor. But this is for anybody that wants to kind of mount it and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. Anyway, so the first thing we want to do is just turn that, and it should unlock it. So it's turned to the left, and that should unlock it. Once you close it back up and pull the key, it should be locked again. All right, and if you don't want to display that there's a key option, you can literally do that. Now the second thing I'd like to point out is once this is open, there is an adjustable shelf that I'm sure you can remove. I just haven't figured out how to just yet, but just probably needs to be angled better than I'm doing it. And there we are. So simple shelf. So if you don't want to use the whole liner, shelf liner, then you don't need to. And then what you'll see also is this little cut. What you're going to want to do is put that cut right in the front part of this, so it will kind of just settle itself under all the little parts and pieces there, to give yourself a nice soft mat on the bottom. And let's get this back in. And so now you have a nice shelf in case you want to put, certain things on top and some others on the bottom. Now, I'm also going to point out while I'm in here that you have a reset button inside. So this thing will be electronic and have some electronic capabilities. Again, read your user manual so you understand exactly what to do, how to do it, all those different things. It also walks you through the mounting capability, setting a master code, setting a fingerprint, and then of course all the other details. So you will need to put some power into this. So as we kind of open this up, you'll see your master switch is going to be right in there, and then you'll have your battery power here. All right, so once you actually put your batteries in, what we're going to do is hit that reset button, and you should get a press that button, and then the blue light should be on the front. And what you're going to do is just enter in your passcode. So let's go ahead and enter something. So if you just start hitting numbers, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. If I decide, hey, you know what, and you can put a total of let's see, 8 numbers. So if I decide, you know what, that's not the code I want to go backing it out, I can literally just go and hit that asterisk, and that will take numbers out. And to set it, I'm going to press that pound key. At that point, this thing should be all set. So if you saw an error message or heard 3 beeps, then you got to reset the password. But in our case, we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you could probably hear the click, open, and there we go. Now the final thing we want to work on is, and it locks immediately as soon as you turn that, is the fingerprint. Now in the directions, there's a way to set a master code. So if you are, working in a situation where you're going to have multiple people utilizing this and they want to have their own codes, that's something you can set up, and then you'll have a master code, and you're just going to walk through that. For our purposes, what I'm going to do is we're going to open this up again. And for our purposes, what we're going to do is set up a fingerprint. And so I'm going to open the door, I'm going to input 0, 1, and then it should display FP in after I hit the reset button. So I'm going to hit 0, 1, then I'm going to hit the reset button, and there we have it. We have FP in. So after holding it for 5 seconds, then you should be good to go once it turned green like that. So again, here's the fun part, is I used a wrong thumb. So as you can see, it is important which finger you use each time. So something to consider is which hand are you going to be opening it with. I'm going to be doing it with my left hand most likely. So I'm going to reset this. So the best way to do this is, again, to go ahead, we're open, 0, 1, we're going to hit that reset, and then we're going to hold our thumb. You see it turns green, and then we should be good. So now I've got my thumb working. Now I believe this works with 50 different fingerprints, so you probably do all 10 of your own digits if needed, but that's it. So there's a way to reset it, but going back to factory settings and all that stuff. But for me, this thing is absolutely perfect. So after you decide that you want a certain code, to basically reset the code, you're just going to go through that exact same process where you enter in with the door open, hit the reset button, enter in your code, hit the pound. And so I've done that, and now I just want to show you that the old code no longer works. So to me, this thing is totally awesome. One highly recommended move is to make sure that you keep the keys separate from the safe, because this is an emergency situation. So you definitely want to make sure you never get in there with the put your keys in the safe. So for me, I can use it that way, or I can use my code. Don't forget, once you've taken the door off, to put your door back on. And the final thing I want to point out is, and this is pretty cool as well, there is a little light that you can see that will help light this up. And the second thing is, under here somewhere, nope, it's on the front, sorry. You'll actually see a USB opening, so you can kind of charge this thing up a little bit if you ever have dead batteries and you need to have that thing charged up. You'll be able to do that. So to me, this thing is totally awesome, totally worth buying. Hopefully this review helps. Thanks for watching.